everyone, I'm Larry. Hey, back here, and you're watching St. Nick's Farms on YouTube. What I'm working on this afternoon, the sawdust chute on the Wood-Mizer LT15 comes out in the path of where you're walking. Now, pros and cons about that, I won't go into that today or try to debate that question, but what I'm going to do is to see if I can divert that sawdust a little bit farther or a little bit different direction. When Jenny and I went to the Wood-Mizer open house back in the fall, late summer that is, I talked to them about adapting one of the sawdust chutes that is specifically designed for the LT35. And they said that with a little bit of, as I said, adapting, that it should be able to work. Now, I don't know if it will or not, but that's what we're working on today. Let's get started. This is the normal setup for the sawdust chute coming out of the off-log side of the sawmill. And I have seen some who have taken these bolts loose and turned this over, and it allows it, instead of deflecting the sawdust down, it allows the sawdust to go on out just a little bit further. Now, you can see this support post here for the shed of the sawmill. It is in a very close proximity to this sawdust chute, and the tube that I am trying to adapt may not work because it may hit here, and if it does hit here, I might be able to shorten it to where that it would pass this, but still would direct the sawdust out more in this direction out here. Let's just see what works out. I am just going to open the box and put the chute out here on this log. I've sawn one of the slabs off the very top, so let's just open this up. And see what all we got inside, and see if there's a possibility that this may work. Okay, that's simple enough. You can see here there's a couple of holes, and I don't know if these two holes will actually fit those two holes there or not. But again, let's just get started and see what happens. Okay, let's Let's see here now. Get one of the bolts. Get the other bolt. I like the way that looks. I hope that it does work. All right, let's see here now. I'm going to take this down to the shop and see if I can cut this on my bandsaw. It has an angle to it, and I'm sure that's to kind of keep the sawdust coming around this way instead of allowing it to kind of blow back into your face. So I don't have another choice. I've got to cut this off, and I think what I'll do is I'm going to cut it off about 1.5 inches right on here at the same angle as this. And the reason I'm cutting it off like that is so that when it comes by these posts down through here, we'll have room for the sawdust to go out and not kind of blow back into the sawmill itself. So let me get a marker. I'm going to mark this on this Wood-Mizer band right here and see how this works out. I've decided to use my yellow wood marker to mark this. Okay, I've put a mark on that. Now, I think what this is going to do, even though I wish that I don't have a choice, I've got to cut it off, and I think what it will do though is to deflect the sawdust on down a ways away from the from this walk area right here. So let's take this back off, take it down to the shop, take my little small bandsaw and see if we can cut this off like we need to. I'm going to see if I can measure this angle up. It will come up 12.5 on that side, 12.5 on that side. I'm going to see about making one sacrificial cut right here to just see how this is going to cut this. pretty good. Now we'll see about making the actual cut. And I jumped the blade. We'll see if it broke it. I've got another one. It didn't break the blade, it just jumped off the wheel. So I've got it back on. I'm getting it adjusted back up. Okay, let's get the cover back on. We'll see if we can be back in business. All right, let's go again. Pretty good. Let's go see now how it works on the mill. Cutting this on a small bandsaw mill. All right, here we are back up at the mill, and let's see if we can put this on and just see. Just looking at it, eyeballing it, it looks like we've got clearance. There's plenty of clearance. Could have possibly came on out, I think, just a little more, because we've got quite a bit of area down here. But that is going to direct the sawdust, I think. We'll crank it up here in just a minute and see, but I think it's going to kind of direct the sawdust on out a little bit further. So let's get our tools moved. We'll make another pass on this log and see just how it works out. difference. I think you can see we have gone from this position here on the sawdust to all the way out here on the sawdust. And that is a really big difference, I think. It completely eliminates the sawdust over here in the area that you're walking. Okay, I think you can see clearly the difference that the new chute made on the sawmill. Now, right here, we did get a little bit of blowback up around this support post, but for the most part, everything has come on out here out of the way, and this area up through here where I do my walking, this area has remained very clear and very clean. So that's going to work out good. I use the blade on my tractor to pull this sawdust away, and for the most part now I won't have to go all the way back up in this area, but I can kind of start right here pulling it out, and that's going to work out much better. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I was adapting this sawdust chute from an LT35 down to my LT15, and it really is working out great. As you noticed in the video, I had to shorten it because of the support post for the sawmill shed, but still with that, it's really working out good. The holes lined up that were originally on the chute here for the LT15, so that worked out great, and got it to where I can lift it up if I have to try to clean anything out. That works out good. All in all, I'm pleased with the way this has done. It clears up my walking area here quite a bit, and I think when it's a windy day like today, it kind of helps to keep the sawdust going down away from you instead of kind of blowing around and blowing back into your face. Just this little bit of distance here makes a world of difference. So again, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, it's very important. Be sure to give us a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. So folks, until next weekend, this is Larry. I hope you have a great one. And we're coming up on Christmas, and I will try to wish you a Merry Christmas again. But if for some reason I miss some of you, hope you have a very Merry Christmas, and enjoy, be with your family, have a great time together, eat plenty, and remember the reason for the season, and that is the Lord Jesus Christ. So again, thank you for joining us. See you next time.